Peace and blessings. My name is Cinnamon, and today is Friday, the 24th. Today I will be doing a horoscope reading for Taurus. Taurus, today is your day. This reading is for the upcoming wanting phase, which begins November the 27th and goes through to December the 12th. On November the 27th, we will have a full moon, and this full moon is in Gemini. So we begin the wanting phase with Gemini energy. So during this time, please be careful of your words. Be careful of what you put out into the universe, because, hey, it comes back. And we are at the end of the year. And at the end of the year, we are all pretty stressed. We're all like, we got all this energy going on. All the holidays, all the ripping and the running, trying to get like Christmas gifts and trying to set up, gatherings. It's very stressful. We all know that at the end of the year, people become very depressed. It's a lot. And so during this time, and especially because it's a wanting phase, we all need to take it easy. I know there's a lot of things to do. There's a lot. But be easy on yourself. Make sure that you are still taking the time to relax, to just calm down. Take a moment to breathe. Don't forget to meditate. Don't get all stressed out like I got so much to do. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. People end up with high blood pressure and all kinds of things, headaches, migraines. It's just a lot. So during this time, take it easy. Whenever there's a full moon, we already know how crazy things get. You can ask any police officer, ask any doctor, ask any hospital. They will let you know that, when a full moon comes, everybody's like, oh boy, because it's a lot of energy. So we've got stress on top of stress on top of stress at the end of the year. So you need to be making sure that you're doing everything you can to get rid of the stress. Don't invite more stress in. If you know that, someone is in a bad place, or someone that likes to gossip, or someone that, holds a lot of negative energy, just try to remove yourself, or, limit the amount of times that you talk to this person. Do whatever you can to keep the stress down. Because things to do during a wanting phase, things to do is, this is a time where, you're supposed to be reaping the rewards of the things you've done during the waxing phase. So it's a time to celebrate your goals, celebrate your victories. It's also a time to reflect on what you could have done better with this full moon in Gemini. It's definitely time to look back on what kind of goals and intentions you set back in June when the new moon was in Gemini, and see where you're at right now. How far have you come? What things did you get? What things didn't you get? Look and see what you could have done better in your manifestations. What things worked for you? What things didn't work for you? Keep track of this, because if you're not keeping track of your growth and your setbacks and your challenges, then you will have a harder time, because you'll keep repeating things because you weren't keeping track, you weren't paying attention. Always keep notes. Keep notes on whatever you're doing. If you set intentions at the new moon, keep checking on them. Keep checking. Keep cultivating your goals, your desires. Cultivate that. And then 6 months later, when the full moon is in that same sign, when you set those intentions, you should really see a major change. You should see the fruits of your labors. If you haven't, or if you're not seeing the fruits of your labor, you have to go back and see what you could have done to make it happen. Speaking of, we have solar eclipse coming in April 8th. This upcoming year, we have a solar eclipse, and this is a total solar eclipse that many of us in the United States will be able to see. And I strongly suggest to everyone, when there is a solar eclipse that you can see, make a wish. For real. A lot of people, they wish on a star, they wish on this, and they wish on that. There's nothing that is more powerful than wishing on a solar eclipse. I promise you. Every time we've done it, wow. It's like, woo. You gotta keep up, because stuff is like, it's coming. It's really fast. And it's like, whoa, that's what we wish for, and it's happening. Look at this. Oh my goodness. I'm saying this like every day now. Because just in October, when we had that solar eclipse, we made a wish. And I am trying to keep up with it now. It's like, whoa, strong energy. And that was not a total eclipse. This upcoming one is a total eclipse. And it's like the one in 2017. And if you look at the past at the two, they make a big X across the United States. And the center is in the middle of the United States. So we have a lot of strong energy. And it is really, really time for us to be really moving and grooving, like keeping up, because the universe is making changes, and it's saying, hey, you got to keep up. You got to do what you got to do, because we're going this way. You better keep up with this. So, yeah. If you don't have a journal, I strongly suggest you get one, because it's time to write this stuff down and keep track of what you're doing. And if you have your birth chart, pull it out, start doing the work, start doing what you need to do. Because we got this, and like I said, the turn of the year. You make the year what, it's up to you how well your year is going to go. It depends on what you're doing. Are you keeping up? Are you doing what you're supposed to be doing? So during this upcoming waxing phase, I got so much to talk about. Things to do. This is a good time. Waxing phases are a good time to like end projects. If you have something that's been going and it's time to wrap it up if you can. If not, it's time to like evaluate. Sit and evaluate. Look everything over. Make sure you got your I's dotted, all your T's crossed. See what next things you need to do to bring whatever you're doing to fruition. Let's see, other things to do. I have stated this before. During the full moon, on the day of the full moon, it's not the best time to get any surgeries or procedures done. But after the full moon and before the new moon, great time. So if you can schedule your procedures, schedule it for the wanting phase after the full moon, before the new moon. Things seem to go better. I've read several medical journals. They always say that's the best time to get your surgeries and your procedures done. If you are a person who likes to make your own remedies, best time to do that is at the full moon. Full moons give you extra power, extra energy into your remedies. So that is really, really good. Things not to do during the wanting phase. Don't do stuff that's stressful, because it's already enough stress. And we got double stress with all the holidays. So keep your stress levels down to a minimum. Do what you got to do. Make sure you're meditating. Make sure you're doing what you got to do, what you can do. Keeping negative people, situations, things out of your life. Another thing I wanted to talk about is seasonal eating. It is so important that we get back to the ways of our forefathers, foremothers, and we need to be seasonally eating. Like, this is a time when pumpkins and, like gourds. The gourds are growing and we should be eating them, because when you eat the foods that are growing in that season, they have in them what your body needs to stay healthy during that season. It's very serious. I'm going to show you. I went on Amazon and I went and bought this cookbook, Autumn and Winter Cookbook, because I want to be able to cook these things. I grew up in a city. I was not raised on a farm. I didn't really see much of farm life. I had one aunt who lived on a farm. We'd go visit her sometimes, but don't know nothing about like gardening and all that stuff. Not much. So I wanted to know how to cook these things. I have cooked like spaghetti squash, acorn squash, and stuff like that before, but it's been a while. So I thought, that's it. We're getting back into seasonal eating. And I went and bought some acorn squash, and I found a recipe for stuffed acorn squash. It was very, very good. But like I said, all of us should be doing this. We have gotten so far out of touch with nature and the way that we're supposed to be living. It's ridiculous. So get back to nature. Get back to doing things that will keep you in harmony and keep you healthy. Because like I said, the food has in it what you need for that season. Definitely check this book out. I'll show you again. And it is thick. It's got some really good recipes. It's got recipes for vegetarians, recipes for meat eaters. It's a very good book. It says 550 plus recipes. Very good book. So yeah, check into seasonal eating. I think that's all I want to talk about before I start this horoscope reading. So let's get started. Okay, Taurus. Like I said, today is Friday. And here are your tarot cards today. I am using, well, first of all, your card is the it's the Hierophant, but on here it's called the High Priest. This is the Hierophant from the Witch's Tarot. Very cool. This is the Hierophant from the Light and Dark Tarot. And then here we have the Hierophant from the 5 Cent Tarot. Here we have some jade. Jade is a very good stone for Taurus. And so I have this stone here for your horoscope reading. Over here, I have amethyst. And amethyst is always here to bring in that higher vibration, to bring more clarity to the readings. Here, I have the 5 Cent Tarot. That's what the box looks like. I have the 2nd edition. I am in search of the 1st edition because I want to do a side-by-side comparison. I thought that would be really nice. Oh, I apologize. This tarot is called the Light and Shadow Tarot. And that is for that card right there in the middle. And then here I have the Witch's Tarot Companion, because I put my box up and I don't know where it's at the moment. I went looking for it, couldn't find it. But when you see it, this is what the cover of the box will look like. So, as you know, every time I like to share different tarot decks. That's just what I like to do, because you never know, somebody might be looking for a new tarot. So, here you go. these crystals cleansed and get them ready to do your horoscope. So Taurus, how was your Thanksgiving? I hope you enjoyed it. And hope you ate good, rest well, had a great time with friends and family. Let's get these crystals all ready. And like I said, as we enter closer and closer to the new year, I want to just help everyone to get themselves ready, get yourselves prepared, and do what you got to do to open up positive energy. Get as much positive energy flowing, and you should do that way ahead of time. Start working on the new year now, making sure that your new year will be blissful and have a great year, and manifesting all your desires and your wishes. But like I said, you have to start working on that now. We all do. That is so important that we work on that. So, yes. I hope that these readings are helping you to make some changes in your life. That's really what I want to do. It's my mission. My mission is to do these readings to help people, so that they know what they need to do, what changes they need to make to move forward and continue on your spiritual growth in a positive way, manifesting great energy, manifesting a great life for you and your family. That's what all this is all about. It's all that matters. We're all here. We're all supposed to be making some changes and doing things to make our lives better. It's what we need to do. So, let's see what energy is coming up for you, Taurus. So let's see this reading for Taurus, this upcoming wanting phase. And if you'd like to say it with me, that'd be great. Taurus, on the count of 3, let's say let the stones fall where they may. 1, 2, 3. Let the stones fall where they may. Wow. Alright. Alright, these, as you can see, here's your stones. It's kind of interesting. They went into a straight line. Wow. So, I'm just kind of tripping over this. We're going to start here with your close friends and relatives. So it's interesting. Close friends and relatives are popping up a lot right now, and that's obvious. We're having all these holidays, and close friends and relatives are showing up, and we're spending time and all of that stuff. So it's interesting because this stone right here, the stone that landed here, is the close friends and relatives stone. And it landed in and out. So what that means is it's going to be good and there's going to be bad. So it'll be great for you to keep things in check, like making sure that you are aware of people's energy. Everyone is stressed at this time, so if someone is acting out, be compassionate, but know that you don't need this energy right now. Do whatever you got to do to keep that in check. People, are going to be acting crazy at this time, so knowing this ahead of time will help. But as you can see, look at that. Good energy and bad energy. So you might have some relatives that you have a good time with and others that you might not. It is also You know, this is just, it's a lot of energy. All of this right before Christmas. This is the wanting phase. The wanting phase is before Christmas. We just had Thanksgiving. It's still just all this close friends and relatives energy. So keep that in mind. Here you have citrine. Citrine represents your destiny. And this stone landed positively where it is affecting your shadow self and your close friends and relatives. So, as long as you are keeping on your path and doing like your own spiritual growth, making sure that you are doing your meditations, your prayers, focusing on self, focusing on, what your mission is. What are you here to do? The more that you start working on that, figuring that out, reading your birth chart, working on the things that your birth chart is telling you to work on. If you do not have your birth chart, please contact me. I'll be happy to help you with that. I make Know Thyself books, and a Know Thyself book is more than just your birth chart. It explains, it's like a 40-page book all about you, like the meaning of your name, the meaning of what it means to be born, the week, the month, the season that you're born in, what your destiny path is. You get to find out famous people who are on your destiny, all of that. I love making them, so I'd be happy to help you. But yeah, when you are focusing on that, it's going to help your shadow self so much. Of course it will, because that's what it does. Your shadow self is where your challenges lie, and your challenges are there to give your soul a workout, to make your soul evolve past those challenges. So, yeah, work on that. Pull out your birth chart if you have it. Start reading it. It'll help with this energy here, because when you are, working on self, when other people come in contact with you, they instantly feel it and they want to work on themselves. They were like, ooh, it feels so good to be around you. It's like, you're such a happy spiritual person. I want to be around you more. And people will want to straighten up because of your energy. Here we have amethyst. And this amethyst represents what you do to relieve stress. And it has landed in your social life. So when you are socializing, be careful, be conscious of, like if you're going out with friends, drinking, be conscious of that. Make sure that you are aware and you are making wise choices, because they may need you to be the designated driver. They may need you to be the example. So during this upcoming wanting phase, you are the one that is supposed to be the responsible one. So be aware and keep that in mind. Like, yes, it's okay to drink, but know your limit. Don't drink too much, or whatever it is that you do to relieve stress. How you relax, whether it's wine, drinking, whatever. Just be responsible, because all eyes are on you right now. And you, like I said, may need to be designated driver, or the one to be an example to get other people to stop, or to give them better choices. Like, instead of drinking, why don't you, hey, let's go for a walk, let's meditate, let's do something else. Be the one to give people better choices. Be the better example. That is what this stone is saying. Out here, we have, this stone represents committed relationships. And this stone is not something that's going to be taking place during this upcoming wanting phase. It's something that is a little further out. And so when this stone comes in, as you can see, it's coming in a negative placement. So, like I said, the end of the year comes a lot of stress, and that stress goes into our relationships and into our marriages or whatever. And if you're not married and you're not in a committed relationship, this is coming in negatively into your social life. And those of us who are, for all of us, is coming in, well, all of you Taurus, is coming in negatively into your social life. So, problems in relationship or the stress of not being in a relationship, these are things to pay attention to. This is going to be after the wanting phase. So when you get warnings and you get this warning ahead of time, this is a good thing to think about and how to prevent the negativity. You can prevent that now because you've gotten warned about it already. So pay attention. Take time to just rest. Get away from anything that is stressful right now. And if you are like in a marriage or in a committed relationship, keep it sacred. Learn to put up boundaries so that you don't let outside influence come in and cause some confusion. This is very important. And like I said, at the end of the year, we all need to be conscious, need to be aware. We need to keep our boundaries up and put on some black tourmaline to keep other negative energy off of you. We want to have a great year, and the best way to do that is to prepare now, to start making conscious choices and move forward when it comes to your own health, happiness, peace of mind. So I hope that you have enjoyed this reading. I hope it'll help you to navigate this upcoming wanting phase without too much confusion. Thank you for listening, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.